Hey, you guys good? Especially that big mass of people out in the middle? I guess not. Hey, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3!
Don't you think it's about time for
I'm SlayerMathis, and the last time,
sure
we went through and helped out the city with their homecoming ritual, and this time, we're here at Colony Iota for what is actually the last quest that we did, that we have before we head into Origin, with the Collectopaedia version 2.0. Everyone's going on about the Collectopaedia cards, aren't they? They're an absolute hit, as you can see. I could shed a little tear, I'm so moved. It's still possible to game the system by choking off the supply and making a monopoly of it. More and more swindlers have started to do just that. Sequoia and I are trying to work out how to keep them in check. Are you getting anywhere with that? Not particularly. No matter how thorough we are, we can't predict every possible move they'll make. And even if we could, there'd be a limit to what we could do. Not even Colony Iota can keep an eye on us. I did not speak a single word there. Can't imagine Sequoia's happy about it. Correct. It's been mentally taxing to say the least, and there's still no end in sight. But you're not just turning a blind eye to it, right? You're working hard to change things, even if it's difficult. Oh, don't think such noble things of me. I'd just rather not live in a world where there are such unorthodox measures can flourish. See, that right there is why Sequoia sticks around with you. And so will we. Let's get to the point. What can we help you with? You really... Alexandra, are you crying? No, dust! Dust in my eye! I'll look into the matter immediately. Let's go and visit Sequoia. So we start off bearing... Oh my god, that picture is beautiful. God, sunsets in this game are so good looking. Just this game in general is so good looking anyways, but like...
I'm not crying.
Oh.
It's just something in my eye, alright?
Sorry I upset you. But I'm glad you're feeling better now.
I don't think we upset her is the thing. And also it is very dusty out here. So, yeah. What now? Someone's in a huff. If you're here to mess around, then spare me. I'm busy. You wound me. We've come to help you, actually. Didn't you want someone to do some on-site inspections? Next time, lead with that. We have one problem. Rowland of Colony Tau suddenly made a habit of going out to collect Levnis parts. Often, and they're running a surplus. What's his usual inclination? Nothing but food provisions. Fancies himself a bit of a gourmet. So, to suddenly turn around and start collecting huge amounts of these parts, that's fishy, no doubt about it. The question is Rowland doing it to inflate prices or to prepare for battle? Hang on, someone's clearly got their wires crossed. No one would Colony Tau be involved in shady business like that. Well, let's verify it at the source. I suspect the flow of goods isn't the only thing that's changing. You know, you can't just be looking at this from the surface level, yeah? I know, there must be a deeper cause, or one could affect such an immediate and thorough change. Be careful, Dame Alex. Just Alex is fine, as I've told you before. I'll be sure to deliver a good report. Looking forward to reading it. What could cause such a weird change? I suppose she's well placed to find out, the weirdo. I better keep that to myself. I don't think you did a very good job of keeping it to yourself, considering we have mind-reading powers. Or we're just, you know, the omniscient point of view of the omniscient third person? I don't know, that's the way I usually like writing, where it's third person. We can read the thoughts, but like, point of view, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Point is, we know what she's thinking, because the game decided we should know what she's thinking. Rowland, can we talk? You've recently been asking for Levnis parts on the Collectopaedia. Oh yeah, do you want some? Would you consider handing them over? Sorry, I can't right now. Colony 30's mechanics are pretty desperate for them. As soon as they're collected, they get used right up. Colony 30, so that's where you were collecting parts. Yeah, they seemed like they were having problems, so I thought I'd give them a hand. Oh, I see. Have I done something wrong? Not at all. Don't worry, thank you for the chat. Tyon, I have a proposal. Would you help Floran at Colony 4 with their Collectopaedia? I can do that, certainly, but would you care to tell me why? I want to check something. If I'm right, something quite interesting is going on. Let's discuss the canteen there once you're done.
Alexandra, this is something interesting. What's this about exactly?
I can't say for sure, but it doesn't look to be anything bad. I wouldn't worry.
Well, guess we'll keep that in mind. Do you know about black blossoms? I need some urgently.
They appreciate
Yeah, sunlight choker. Cheers for that. Those blossoms are gonna help me help my friends. Also, while we're here, Cadenza Adventurers have this incredible smell, you know, from Strider at Colony 11. Get a platinum cube. Let's get accustomed to the smell. You can't get enough of it. Just as I thought. Floran was looking for something she could use to chase Philly away. Philly's the captain who left Colony Iota, isn't he? That's right. Floran's normally quite easygoing, but for some reason she just can't tolerate the man. She'd get incredibly awkward around him. We just keep Sequoia in the room on standby. Was it that bad? So you think Floran's trying to protect her friends from him? Seems the likeliest situation. You look chuffed with yourself? To be brutally honest, I only came up with Collectopaedia Cards with my own benefit in mind. All I wanted was to keep an eye on enemy movements and resource flows to turn the tide of war in my favor. The cards were nothing but pure self-indulgence on my part. And now? Now, well, the results speak for themselves, don't you think? Look at all the people they benefit. They've blossomed into something far greater than their creator's design. Calling Alexandria and Ouroboros. You copy, please respond. That's Sequoia. Hopefully good news by the sounds of it. Well, we've got a little event in our hands is all I'll say. We're a little short-handed. Could you have the Colony out at base entrance? Understood. Sounds like something's happened back at the colony. We better hurry.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
No, not really. I think we're fine. We're pretty full up. Well, out to the base entrance we go. Having the ability to skip, well, it's skip travel technically, because, like, I mean, fast travel is, it's fast for the players, but not for the characters. You know. But...
What's that?
A Kavesi container. What would he be doing here?
that does sound like an intriguing event, for sure. Well, this is quite the present. To whom do we owe our gratitude? No idea. It just dropped right from the sky. We're currently verifying the contents. All hands into step formation now! That won't be necessary. We'll handle this. A Keves Armadillo. Not often that we see a floating Kavesi, but I mean, this is similar to what they were doing out in 4. Let's bonk. Wow, our recharge is real slow right now. Meow. Got a loud cat being loud and doing loud things. And I'm always fine with more launch smash dealios. Oh wow, I'm really low on health. Huh. Well. Oh. That's fine. We'll just keep bonking. Level 68 is actually pretty sizable. I mean, we're at some of the highest level quests in the game, so I suppose that's fitting enough. We are right at endgame, taking care of a lot of these biggins. Ether Shield. Could be... I mean, we're not going to have much difficulty at all. Probably should get something other than ground beat, to be honest. Knock you. Bonk. Nice home run swing. Wait! Phew, just in the nick of time. Valdi, what are you... I'm here to see you. I just perfected Cyberchum, you see, and I want you to be the first one to see him in all his glory. Who's Cyberchum? Oh, you mean this Levinus? Yeah, I revamped the design a bit. Gambit let me a hand with it too. Thought it might come in handy if you're ever in a jam, Alexandria. Yes. Just like that robo-buddy of yours, your friends always seem to be surprising me. Yeah, I guess the control circuit still needs some calibrating. Sorry for the shock. It's weird because it ran like an absolute dream in the test run. Hold on. How did you even deploy it here? Colony 30 shouldn't have access to these kinds of supplies. Oh, I built the launch equipment from scratch. After all the hassle Q caused poor Alex. And all the supplies Colony Iota's been sharing with us. I just wanted to give something back, you know? Did you by any chance get the parts from Colony Tau? Not just Tau. Colony 4 and Colony Lambda provided too. And that's not all. Colony Gamma gave us a hand as well. Colony 9 contributed also. Colony Mu helped us out too. Even Colony 11 chipped in. Basically, everyone pitched in and the work was finished in no time flat. And you collaborated with other colonies. Yeah, the Collectopaedia Cards made it easy. Frictionless trade. You came up with them, didn't you? That's such a genius idea. I'm in awe, totally gobsmacked. That makes two of us, mate. You too, Lance. Hey, we should start a club. I'll pack that in. This whole thing is really bizarre. Damn, Alex. Chickadee, I thought I was doing all this to see what life looks like from the outside, unbound by rules. But perhaps I only want to see how people change. We have been indoctrinated to fight all our lives, yet still, there's a warmth in us that remains. Think then about how the world might change, were we to share that warmth. That's what I want to see. I want to like it all. I want to like people, I want to like the world. That's it right there. Your face right now is what I've always wanted to see. I'm so glad we're finally seeing things in the same light. Oh, this is only the beginning, I'm sure. But it's up to us to maintain and foster these relationships. I want to see more. More of these bright, auspicious scenes. And I'll be right by your side all the way. You have to do more than that. You have to aim to surpass me. I will. And I'll continue to grow myself. Just as you all are. These final quests are really nice. Bearing fruit, Alexander's Collectopaedia Card scheme has begun to connect people in colonies like never before. I love, like, again, these late quests are really nice. How it's kind of, it's tying everything together, and you can really, I mean, you can tell that it's endgame stuff because of it. Yeah. I'm really glad Dame Alex's circle of friends is expanding. They seem like a pretty quirky bunch, though. I mean, 11 is called Cyberchum. Graph will make her a better conversation partner, if you ask me. Now, Salazar said she wanted to make its acquaintance, so I've gone and stationed it next to the research lab. Maybe I should put it inside, because friends don't subject friends to the elements, right? That's one way to think about it. Again, like the fact that all of the world is kind of getting so interconnected in terms of, like, all the colonies working together. You get different people, you know, working all together in terms of, like, you have Kavesi now in Agnian colonies. You have Agnians in Kavesi colonies. You have city folk in the colonies. You have colony folk in the city. And just getting everything all connected together is so nice.
Hey, the colony relations change.
Yeah, you've pretty much sent out all the supplies we could. Seems like every colony is gonna need to become self-sufficient now.
Hey, the colony relations
I think
change.
we've won them enough time that they'll be able to achieve
I
that.
hope everyone's
A job well
happy now.
done, I'd say. High gratitude for supplies.
It's all making sense.
Let's go and do that, and we'll have a short episode this time. Just to prep us for heading on into Origin. We'll just discuss this, and that should do it for everything heading up to now.
I've already got food on the
That's
brain.
another quest. Nope.
Let's catch up on stuff.
Well, we finished distributing the supplies from Colony Iota to most of the other colonies. Yeah, the warehouse is starting to look pretty empty. I cannot assume that the goods will solve all problems across the board, but I believe they'll do for now. Also, we'll have taught everyone to support one another at least a bit. More use for the Collectopaedia Cards too. Yes, and not all of them planned from the start, but ultimately a tool's uses are determined by the users. If it was by accident, I do believe we've struck upon a genuinely great tool. An accident, huh? Just imagine what Alexandria would say to that. All according to my prognoses or some such. I mean, she's right here, we could ask her, but that's not something that we'll do. Instead, we're just gonna end things for this time. Next time, we finally, for realsies, hit up Origin. But until then, see you guys later.